my obligation, I feel, is to the idea that we take national security information seriously. And maybe in the coming days, I'll be able to let you know that, okay, I have a plan to have this material vetted publicly. But I'm not going to say that now, because there's a lot of conversations that have to happen about that.
Okay, so by now, maybe you're familiar. That's Jeffrey Goldberg, this a reporter who really did no work initially. He just somehow crept onto a top secret chat and availed himself of war plans before things were implemented. The Atlantic journalist who was added to the group chat that was discussing the Houthi strikes, he suggested there that he's working behind the scenes on potentially releasing more, pending a lot of conversations. He's probably being threatened. That's my opinion. I'm not speaking for him, but we know how things work. Good news, though, for us, it's that it seems many of those talks were had because we have even more from that chat, and it's necessary to get into every word of it. And all those goofy emojis, it was like a cheerleading team headed to the national championships. We can do it, guys. Good work, teamwork. Pushing back on the administration's claims that no classified information was shared, Goldberg released this morning. Here are the attack plans that Trump's advisors shared on Signal. I mean, why are you egging him on, Jackson? I want to pause there. You're egging him on. You've called him basically a rat, and all he did was click confirm. That's all he did was click confirm, and somehow he was involved in these high-level conversations that had international implications. So you pushed him to do this, and now he has. Now let's give you some of the context to the additional text we're about to show you. As we wrote on Monday, much of the conversation in the Houthi PC small group concerned the timing and rationale of attacks on the Houthis and contained remarks by Trump administration officials about the alleged shortcomings of America's European allies. But on the day of the attack, which was Saturday, March 15th, the discussion veered toward operational. And I mean, just look at it. It's literally a blueprint, a play-by-play. You know how in the NFL, when a player gets cut, I believe they say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jackson, coach needs to see you bring your playbook, okay? Because they don't want it out there, okay? Why do you think Tom Brady and Bill Belichick did the whole Spygate thing? Because this is, I mean, that's football. This is implication of life or death, okay? So here's their playbook, all up there. Team update, Hegseth. There weren't war plans, okay? Weather is favorable, just confirm with CENTCOM. We are a go for mission launch. Then he talks about exactly what's going to be launched. F-18s, second strike. Strike drones, launch MQ-9s. I mean, this is insane. It's a play-by-play, minute-by-minute of the arsenal that was going to be used by the United States of America, this top secret mission over Signal. Can we get to the part where they discuss March Madness brackets? They might as well have, okay? Why not talk March Madness on here too? This is insane. I can't wait for Saturday Night Live, and I don't even really think it's funny, but it might be funny this Saturday. Not just the plans, also who was targeted. JD Vance is here at the top. What? Mike Waltz, typing too fast. So that means he had made a mistake, just like when he added the reporter who was minding his own business to the chat. First target, their top missile guy. We had positive idea of him walking into his girlfriend's building, and it's now collapsed. This is. Have you watched the show Cheaters, Jackson?
Yeah, I think like that, the OG show, like that's been on forever.
Yeah. And he does the play-by-play. We see him. Okay. Those are his dreads swinging. right, let's go, let's go. I mean, Joey he has the footage too. He's on the inside and he's
like
watching.
It's a SWAT mission, right?
That part. Okay, and this is what Mike Waltz seems to be doing. And there's JD Vance. He can play the role of, I don't know, the scorned lover. Excellent. And then there's those emojis, American flag, fire, and the fist pound. Let's turn though to how this completely inconsistent it is with the Trump officials' testimony under oath about 24 hours ago. But first, Jackson, your thoughts that they were texting this information again. We know the weapons that they launched, okay, right down to the model numbers. We know the timing. We know something about a girlfriend, somebody walking into their girlfriend's house. Is there any excuse for this?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, what we're looking at is incompetence. Like it's not more complicated than that at its root. I mean, there's more to say about it than that, but really we're just looking at a bunch of people who have absolutely no clue what the hell they're doing and who never really planned to be in this position. Like a Pete Hegseth, for instance, like, did he really think he was gonna do this? There's no way he ever thought that he was gonna be in this position. Pete Hegseth, was on Fox, whatever the Fox show he was on. And he's just going about his life, working this job, working that job like anybody else. And it just so happens that Donald Trump likes how he's licked his boots and had propaganda for him. So he just threw him into this position. And now he's just there. Now that's so enigmatic of the whole Trump administration. Like, yeah, there's an overall agenda. There's an overall plan. Like you can look at stuff like Project 2025, or you can talk about, the Republican agenda to dismantle the public education, Social Security that's been around for decades. But they don't have like a daily path or a daily plan. They're just they're just waking up and doing stuff. Like they're just like every single day. And we're having to play cleanup and just follow along. Trump, mission accomplished on not going to prison. Now he's just playing golf and being a jackass. So
I mean, the jackass part, right? Because he's doing some things.
Yeah, at least he's doing something. But overall, I just want
market tanking it.
Yeah, all of that. So yeah, there's an agenda, but there's no real plan. They're just this is an administration full of complete idiots who don't know what they're doing. So of course they're gonna send out a text like this because they just shouldn't be where they are. Like period, they shouldn't be there.
I don't even want to. Well, maybe you party with Hegseth a little bit, given his reputation, but I don't want him at a cocktail party together. Can you imagine trying to make small talk with Tulsi Gabbard? Okay,
Not now.
No. It's just there's something very strange going on there.